2. Here go the times LeBron James humiliated all his opponents. Let's get into it.
These are the times LeBron humiliated his opponents. And first up, we got the time that LeBron completely violated Ersan Ilyasova.
Hit that focus
button. Look, trying to block LeBron is a big mistake. But trying to posterize LeBron was the most humiliating decision of Evan Turner's career.
Turner got the step on straight, rejected by James. And a foul.
Marv, you said it. He is underappreciated, underrated in defense. He went up for the block.
Yeah, LeBron isn't afraid to humiliate anyone, even the legendary Michael Jordan.
They had 27 points in the opening frame. Here's a steal by LeBron. Here comes a show. James with the throwdown.
And then the steal gets his team going. He's not even looking at the... I think he was looking at Michael Jordan.
I was thinking the same thing.
Michael Jordan's a little left of that Charlotte bench. I think that was a look at Michael like, turn out the lights, my friend.
Man, you could just see it in MJ's eyes. That was personal. But at least things didn't get violent, because LeBron tried to kill Jason Terry, all because of some trash talk. See, back in 2013, Terry's Celtics were set to face LeBron and the Heat, who had just won 22 straight games. And before their matchup, Terry decided to completely disrespect LeBron and Miami, saying, "I'm not impressed with their winning streak, or anything they do." And this turned out to be the last thing Terry said, before nearly losing his life.
Shooting 67%. They're 20 of 30 here tonight. Jason Terry, good defense. Wade from behind takes it away. Chalmers. Oh, dang! Whoa! And a technical foul call on Miami.
Just watch as they lay it up there. Watch this.
Woo. That was attempted murder. Hey, somebody call an ambulance. And LeBron had no shame, because after the game, he said this.
Did you even see Jason down there?
Yeah, I seen him down there. Guess he didn't see me.
Jesus, this man Bron looks like an actual psycho. But look, embarrassing NBA players is just what LeBron does. I mean, the man was humiliating his opponents as a damn rookie. See, back in 2003, during LeBron's first week in the NBA, he was going up against Ron Artest and the Pacers, when late in the fourth quarter, LeBron humiliated Artest so badly, it still haunts him to this day.
LeBron came into the league, yo, first game in Indiana, he gave me 25. He went to the fans and said, "This is your best defender," right? I heard this, right? I'm fucking furious.
I know you furious.
But I'm super fucking pissed he disrespected me, and I want to walk up to this motherfucker, and he bust my ass.
Damn, it's like Bron just likes pissing people off or something. But no player was more pissed than DeShaun Stevenson, because this dude got humiliated by LeBron in a diss track. Yeah. See, back in 2008, Deshaun's Wizards pulled off an upset win over the Cavs, and after the game, Deshaun thought it'd be a good idea to disrespect LeBron, telling reporters he's overrated, and you could say I said that. Big mistake. Because the very next day, when LeBron was asked to comment on the situation, he went off on Deshaun, saying, "With DeShaun Stevenson, it's kind of funny. It's almost like Jay-Z responding to a negative comment made by Soulja Boy. It doesn't make sense to respond." And obviously, Deshaun wasn't too happy about the comparison, so he clapped back at LeBron a few days later in an interview, saying, "I hope we play Cleveland in the playoffs. I'm gonna get Soulja Boy courtside seats and have him wear a DeShaun Stevenson jersey." And what do you know? A month later, Deshaun got his wish. Wizards versus Cavs in the playoffs. Soulja Boy front row in a DeShaun Stevenson jersey, watching the Wizards blow out the Cavs by 36 points. 36! So it seemed like Deshaun had come out the beef on top. Until the very next day, when LeBron's special friend Jay-Z recorded a freestyle taking shots at Deshaun, hitting him with bars like, That's my man LeBron. We so big, we ain't gotta respond. Who the f overrated? If anything, they underpaid him. I don't even know your name. I'm too big for you to rap LeBron James. Oh. And to make matters even more humiliating, the track was debuted at a DC nightclub with the entire Wizards team in attendance. And to top it all off, LeBron went on to eliminate them from the playoffs just 3 games later. I bet that man Deshaun regrets talking shit. But at least this moment didn't define his entire NBA legacy, because the only thing John Lucas is remembered for is being humiliated by LeBron. See, back in 2012, John's Bulls were taking on the Heat when midway through the first quarter, LeBron hit him with one of the most humiliating poster dunks in NBA history.
Another scoring option and a different way to score. Coming off does it again. Picks off Hamilton and he goes right over Lucas. I didn't even see that on the play originally.
Yeah, LeBron literally jumped over the guy, hit an alley-oop dunk, and gave him a stare. Disrespectful. You'd think the guy didn't subscribe to the channel or something. But the worst was yet to come, because just a few years later, Lucas left the Bulls and signed with the Heat. And well, they'll never let him forget what happened.
Oh man, I got off the plane yesterday and somebody was like, hey, that's the dude LeBron jumped over. When I got off the plane, I was like, well, welcome to Miami. You know, every time I walk into a locker room, they got a big picture of him jumping over me before you enter into the locker room. So I'm always reminded of what happened here.
I was going to ask you.
Man, poor guy. But he still doesn't have it as bad as Gilbert Arenas. Because LeBron humiliated this dude so bad, he literally needed to hire a therapist. See, it was the 2006 playoffs, Cavs versus Wizards. And late in Game 6, with Washington just 1 win away from elimination, all Gilbert had to do was make 1 free throw to save his team. But right before the shot, LeBron decided to sabotage Gilbert in the most savage way possible, walking up to him and saying, if you miss this free throw, you know who's gonna win the game. This one comment had Gilbert so shook that he ended up missing the free throw, giving the ball back to Cleveland. In the very next play, the Cavs hit a game-winning shot, costing the Wizards the dub and officially eliminating them from the playoffs. So after the game, Gilbert felt so humiliated by LeBron that he ended up hiring one of the top mental health trainers in the entire country just to get over it.
And when he tapped me and he's like, if you miss these, that's game. For that 1 second, I became human. So I sat in the gym, took 2,000-3,000 free throws. I even took it a step further and went with a guy named Frank in San Francisco. He trains military, black ops, special, all mental stuff. And I went to him just extra. Just make sure my mental is focused.
Look, Gilbert, you ain't the only one that needed some help. I think Damon Jones got a counselor too, because the way LeBron humiliated him gave the man PTSD. See, back in 2005, Damon's Heat were taking on the Cavs, when, thanks to LeBron, Damon suffered the most humiliating moment of his entire career.
Well, it started off kind of crazy. I turned the ball over, and it was a 2-on-1 situation.
And this is what I'm talking about with Damon Jones. McGinnis has the ball, force him to shoot the ball.
I went to jump, and as I jumped, I saw him, he was a lot higher than I was.
Instead, we got LeBron James jumping over everybody.
I should have let him dunk it, but the natural reaction is try to get out of the way, so I ducked. So he dunks the ball and then hits me in the head, and they give him the foul.
2-on-1, here's McGinnis with the high dribble.
I had 65 calls, 65 messages, 35 from NBA players. That hurt me.
Damn. It's like Bron gave this man Vietnam flashbacks. And I think Golden State's gonna be having some flashbacks too, because we gotta talk about the time that LeBron gave the Warriors the most humiliating L in NBA history. See, back in 2016, LeBron's Cavs were down 3-1 against the Golden State Warriors in the NBA Finals. And one more loss would have officially eliminated Cleveland from the playoffs. But going into Game 5, something interesting happened. LeBron did an interview where he said the Warriors were talking too much trash. And in response, Klay Thompson decided to disrespect LeBron, saying,
I guess his feelings just got hurt.
yeah, that's not gonna go over well, because when a reporter told LeBron about it, well, this happened.
What did you say Clay said?
Clay said, I guess he just got his feelings hurt.
He laughed, you know.
Oh, my goodness.
I believe the transcript will support that.
This was when things became personal. Because after this incident, LeBron went on to humiliate the Warriors, averaging 36 points, 12 rebounds, 10 assists, pulling off one of the most iconic blocks of all time, and winning 3 straight games to complete the greatest comeback in NBA Finals history. So, after a loss this bad, the Warriors are feeling pretty humiliated. But LeBron just had to keep rubbing it in, because he not only wore an Ultimate Warrior t-shirt the very next day, but a few months later, LeBron also hosted a Halloween party where they made fun of Golden State, with Curry and Klay tombstone cookies, a 3-1 lead banner. I mean, he even had a Steph Curry dummy that people had to walk over to get in. This man, Bron, is a psycho. But you know who else is a psycho? You, if you don't click on this video right here. These are the weirdest mysteries.
Like, comment, subscribe.